In a world filled with noise and constant chatter, Marcus Aurelius emphasizes the value of silence in certain situations. He advises that maintaining silence can be a powerful tool for self-reflection, emotional regulation, and the cultivation of wisdom. By choosing to speak less, we can listen more, foster deeper understanding, and avoid unnecessary conflicts. In his timeless philosophy, Aurelius highlights 11 specific scenarios where silence not only preserves inner peace, but also enhances our interactions with others. Story number 1. When you are angry, the instinctive reaction is often to express those feelings verbally, but this can lead to regrettable consequences. Marcus Aurelius suggests that silence is a more prudent response in such moments. Anger clouds judgment, and words spoken in anger are rarely constructive. They can escalate conflicts and damage relationships. By choosing to remain silent, you grant yourself the opportunity to cool down and reflect on the underlying causes of your anger. This pause allows for emotional regulation and the chance to approach the situation with a clearer mind. Silence can help you articulate your feelings more thoughtfully later, enabling a more productive and respectful conversation that fosters understanding rather than hostility. Embracing silence in anger can be a pathway to personal growth. Story number 2. When faced with uncertainty, the urge to speak or take immediate action can be overwhelming. However, Marcus Aurelius advises that silence is often the wisest choice in such moments. Instead of rushing to fill the void with words or decisions, embracing silence allows for deeper contemplation and reflection. This pause provides the opportunity to gather more information, weigh options, and clarify your thoughts. By listening to others and observing your surroundings, you gain valuable insights that might otherwise be overlooked. Silence encourages patience, fostering a more thoughtful and informed response when you eventually decide to speak or act. In a world filled with noise, remaining silent in the face of uncertainty can lead to greater clarity and understanding, empowering better decision-making. Story number 3. When others are speaking, it's easy to fall into the habit of interrupting or preparing your response while they talk. However, Marcus Aurelius emphasizes the importance of silence during these moments. Listening actively rather than speaking allows you to fully absorb their words, thoughts, and emotions. This practice not only shows respect, but also fosters empathy and understanding. By remaining silent, you create space for meaningful dialogue and encourage others to express themselves openly. This attentiveness can lead to richer insights and a deeper connection with the speaker. Silence cultivates a learning environment where you can gain knowledge and perspective, enhancing your relationships. Ultimately, valuing the voices of others can lead to more thoughtful, collaborative, and harmonious interactions. Story number 4. When you are tempted to gossip, it's crucial to recognize the negative impact such behavior can have on relationships and your own integrity. Marcus Aurelius advises that silence is the best response in these situations. Gossip often stems from insecurity or a desire for social validation, but it perpetuates harmful cycles of negativity and mistrust. By choosing silence, you avoid contributing to destructive conversations that can damage reputations and create discord. This restraint not only protects others, but also fosters a sense of self-discipline and maturity. Instead of engaging in gossip, focus on uplifting discussions that promote positivity and understanding. Embracing silence in the face of temptation allows you to cultivate a more respectful and compassionate environment, ultimately strengthening your character and relationships. Story number 5. When you find yourself in conflict, the natural response might be to defend your position or retaliate verbally. However, Marcus Aurelius teaches that silence can be a powerful tool in these moments. Choosing not to speak immediately allows emotions to settle, preventing escalation and reducing the likelihood of saying something hurtful. In the heat of conflict, words can be misinterpreted or lead to further misunderstandings, whereas silence grants you time to reflect on the situation. This pause encourages thoughtful responses rather than reactive ones, promoting a more constructive dialogue. Additionally, silence can create space for the other party to express their feelings, fostering empathy and understanding. Ultimately, embracing silence during conflict can lead to resolution and reconciliation rather than hostility. Story number 6. When you are unsure of the facts, it's easy to feel compelled to speak or share your opinion. However, Marcus Aurelius advises that silence is often the wisest approach in these situations. Speaking without sufficient knowledge can lead to misunderstandings, misinformation, and potential harm to yourself and others. Embracing silence allows you to gather more information and reflect on the context before forming a judgment or opinion. This pause not only promotes careful consideration, but also demonstrates humility and a willingness to learn. By listening to others and seeking clarity, you enhance your understanding of the topic at hand. Ultimately, choosing silence when uncertain fosters a more informed perspective, enabling you to communicate more effectively and responsibly when the time is right. Story number 7. When you feel the need to impress others, the temptation to showcase your achievements or opinions can be strong. However, Marcus Aurelius reminds us that this impulse often leads to inauthenticity and superficial connections. Instead of seeking validation through words, embracing silence allows your true character to shine through actions rather than boasting. By refraining from the urge to impress, you create an environment where genuine interactions can flourish. Silence encourages self-reflection and helps you focus on listening to others, fostering deeper relationships built on mutual respect. This approach cultivates humility and confidence, allowing you to connect with others more meaningfully. Ultimately, prioritizing authenticity over the need to impress leads to lasting connections and personal growth. Story number 8. When others seek validation, the instinct to respond affirmatively or to share your own experiences can be strong. However, Marcus Aurelius suggests that silence is often the best approach. Instead of jumping in to validate your own opinions or feelings, listening attentively allows you to truly understand the needs and emotions of the other person. This practice fosters empathy and builds trust, creating a supportive environment where individuals feel heard and valued. By remaining silent, you create space for the other person to express themselves fully, encouraging open dialogue and deeper connections. Silence in these moments demonstrates that you prioritize the other's feelings over your own need for affirmation, ultimately strengthening relationships and promoting a culture of mutual respect and understanding. Story number 9. When faced with criticism, the instinctive reaction may be to defend yourself or respond defensively. However, Marcus Aurelius advises that silence can be a more constructive response. In moments of criticism, pausing allows you to process the feedback without the haze of emotion clouding your judgment. By choosing silence, you create space for self-reflection, enabling you to assess the validity of the criticism impartially. This approach not only shows maturity, but also demonstrates a willingness to learn and grow from feedback. Silence can transform a potentially confrontational situation into an opportunity for personal development. Instead of reacting impulsively, embracing silence allows you to respond thoughtfully and gracefully, ultimately fostering better communication and understanding in your relationships. Story number 10. When you are about to speak out of habit, it's essential to recognize the tendency to fill silence with words. Marcus Aurelius encourages awareness of this impulse, as habitual speech can lead to meaningless conversations that lack substance. By choosing silence instead, you create an opportunity for reflection and intentional communication. This pause allows you to consider whether your words contribute value to the conversation or if they merely serve to fill the void. Embracing silence fosters mindfulness, encouraging you to speak only when you have something meaningful to say. This practice not only enhances the quality of your interactions but also promotes deeper connections with others, as they are more likely to appreciate thoughtful and purposeful dialogue. Story number 11. When reflecting on personal failures, the tendency may be to become overwhelmed by negative emotions or to justify your actions through words. However, Marcus Aurelius advocates for silence as a vital tool during these moments of introspection. Embracing silence allows you to process your feelings without judgment or self-criticism, creating a safe space for honest reflection. This pause encourages you to examine what went wrong and identify lessons learned, rather than getting lost in regret. By stepping back and refraining from excessive self-talk, you can cultivate a more constructive mindset that focuses on growth and improvement. Silence during this reflective process fosters resilience and self-awareness, ultimately guiding you toward making better choices in the future and strengthening your character. Marcus Aurelius teaches that silence is a powerful tool that can enhance self-awareness, foster understanding, and promote meaningful communication. By embracing silence in the face of anger, uncertainty, conflict, and temptation to gossip, we cultivate emotional intelligence and thoughtful interactions. It allows us to listen deeply, reflect on our words, and respond with intention rather than impulse. In choosing silence, we not only protect our relationships, but also nurture our personal growth. By applying these principles, we can navigate life's challenges with greater wisdom and grace, ultimately leading to a more harmonious and fulfilling existence.